So with that being said, we should be going live here any moment into the pistol round. Excuse me. Pardon me. Let me get a little water going here for a sec. Ah, delicious. That's some high quality H2O. So here we go. Countdown commences. We are live into the pistol round for map number 2, Immortals versus CLG. And we'll see how this one plays out. Who's going to get the advantage moving forward as they split pistol rounds on Mirage. CLG were able to pick up the second half pistol on T side, and Immortals obviously won the T side pistol when they were over on that side. So we'll see if it continues to be T-heavy pistol round victories, or if Immortals are going to have an answer to it this time around. Now, we saw it go close the last time, but it came down to the defuse, and that cheeky play from Finesse to just distract over towards Connector as they were trying to get that retake going. So live we are, Immortals versus CLG, map number 2, Cobblestone. And again, Mega Man bringing you guys the action here. Starladder, I-League Season 3 qualifiers. Both of these teams are going to the land. This is all for seeding. Fast push here from CLG. They're going to give chase, and Bolt's trying to get himself the hell out of the way. Push comes to shove. They're going to make their way in, and Kusta's going to be able to land the headshot. Talking about headshot, Steel's going to get one, as well as Finesse. So the trade's favoring the terrorist side of CLG at the moment. Spamming that USP, and FNX is going to be able to find one on Ricky. Bottom side mid flank. Lucas coming around the side. Going to both run out of bullets here, and Finesse trying to go blow for blow here, but Henny's able to land the headshot onto Ethan. Takes him down. Cutler in response. It's down to a 1 versus 1 now. Henny versus Cutler, both on the USPs. Pete comes out. Cutler trying to do what he can to stay alive. Henny hasn't shown his hand too early into this one. Push comes to shove again. Henny trying to make his way up on site, trying to land the shots, and he will get the headshot. Is there time for the defuse? There should be, so this should be Immortals going 1-0 to start things off, but a very close round. 3 kills on the board for Henny and the defuse, so 1-0 start for the Brazilians. Very close on that defuse, but they do get it. So it comes down to the 2 versus 1, and Henny's going to be able to find those shots, so Immortals 1-0. So again, the Brazilians starting off on the right foot. AWP for Henny into the second round. Ballsy. That is ballsy. Now, he does have the body armor from the round before, but they are not going to be expecting an AWP early on. He's feeling confident right now. You can't say anything other than that. He's going to take that peek down to the bottom side of middle. He had the body armor left over from the pistol round, so he saved up his cheddar, and he buys up an AWP into the second round. Not something you see every single day. UMP bottom side middle, going to be able to line up a couple. Should be able to knock a couple down here. It's Bolts. He was the one with the heavy hands in the opening map. But it's Henny again to find one on Akusta. Wide peek from Ricky. He will go down. Flash comes out. It was a CT side flash, but now FNX on this long flank. And Cutler is sitting duck. It's a clean round. 2 for Henny, 2 for Bolts, 1 for FNX, and a 2-0 scoreline for Immortals as they start off again on the right foot. So Henny 5-0-0. This map is his playground. And if he starts feeling it early, it's going to be very difficult for CLG to say the least. So this time around, Henny's going over towards the B bomb site. Heavy terrorist presence towards the top side of middle, so it doesn't look like they're going to be all-out YOLO pushing in towards B. As a matter of fact, they've got AKs into this round, so Steel taking a peek. He's going to get blasted by a nade and a headshot from Kusta. And now the dangerous thing is there's nobody over on that A bomb site. They're looking to go for maybe a drop split, but that bomb's starting to work its way towards the tapestry room, a.k.a. Dragon Lore. The big old Dragon Lore tapestry, and well, they maintain 3 players over on this B bomb site, one of them being Henny with the yaw, playing towards the stairs on that B platform. He's looking for anybody to poke their head out around the corner, and he's got a good angle on this. Not sure if anybody's pushed close. We know that there isn't. I'm going to drop a nade out just in case. Not going to put any damage out from that one, but he is going to be looking for these players to push out and around the corner. That's a flashbang. There's the peek. Going to be able to drop the bomb carrier. Now they've got the information gain. Finds the second one. Looking for Ethan. Not able to find it. Team Flash comes in, actually. Ethan's going to find one. Stays alive for the time being. It's a 3-on-2 man advantage still in the hands of CLG, but the reply did come out a little bit there from the Immortals side. Flashbangs out. Lucas looking for Cutler out and around the corner. He jump peeks the corner, and Cutler's going to double down. He finds 3 on the round, and the first round goes to CLG with full rifles on the board. Money saved up here from the Immortals side. They're going to be able to reinvest into this if they so desire. FNX can drop an AWP. Henny could drop a rifle over to him. They're going to play it safe. So Henny, maybe a UMP. Deagle goes to Lucas. What's Henny going to buy up? Yeah, UMP. He gets all the utility that he could possibly want. No kits for the CT side. Something to note. That bomb does go down. The retake is going to have to be swift, to say the least. All picked up for Kusta. He's going to have the big green working into this round. AKs to support. Incendiary down to the... What is it, chat? What's the stairwell called? Lana! Let's call it what it is, boys. Let's call it what it is. Some pressure over there towards the danger stairs. Ethan's going to get naded back. 63 HP, but Finesse in a forward position. Making sure that the castle area is clear. Chat has no idea. It's the danger zone! Lana! Come on, man. Keep up, chat. You guys know this already. You already know this. Man, oh man. How many of my broadcasts have you guys watched and you never picked up on the danger zone thing? Come on. Try to keep the memes fresh. Push is coming back around towards that B bomb site. All 5 terrorist side players are going over there. FNX making sure the long A is clear. Going to probe for some intel. They're going to rotate over, heavy-handed over towards that B bomb site. Bakusta leading the push with the AWP. Looking for the back fountain player. Close up. Nice snapshot. Steele manages to find one. Bolt just deleting players right now. Ethan and Kusta both on the dirt. Deagle comes around, but it's going to be swung on by FNX. Finds Finesse. And a clean house. Cutler able to find bolts in the finale of that round, but they will pick up the AWP, salvage that. That's going to get carried over for Henny. And it is going to go 3-1. The reset on the board. CLG very low on money. Ethan on $1,400. See what kind of a buy they muster into this one. They're going to force. No, they're not. Ethan buying up a Desert Eagle down to $700. They're thinking if they can get a bomb plant, they might be able to muster a buy into the next round, possibly. But for the time being, it is going to be a little bit of a slow play. Eagle shot almost registering there onto FNX's lower torso. Not going to find any damage early on, though. Nade goes out towards drop zone. Nobody's too aggressive in that area, so that's going to flounder. Ricky is out towards the long B platform. Easy lineup, easy knockdown. Lucas is going to be able to take down one. Finesse. Long A. Could get pinched here. Henny's watching for it. Spots the gun barrel. Decks him right in the face. Bada bang, bada boom. Capiche? I made the Italian fingers on that. The meme of March, the Italian fingers. Look it up. It's not that funny, though. Steele over towards B. Able to find Rick A. They've got drop control. Cutler is down there, but he's getting flanked out by bolts. There's the peek, and there's the headshot. And Immortals, the Brazilians, looking really solid, looking poised. And another one on the board for Henny. He's going to find the 9-to-1 ratio. 4-1 on the scoreboard here for the favor of Immortals. They're looking pretty good, poised to have a tremendous CT half. Already 4 rounds in the opening 5, going forward into the 6th. We'll see how things pan out. But it is going to be a Tech 9 for Ethan, a UMP for Kusta. 0, 2, and 5 for Ricky, having a bit of an off night, to say the least. But all in all, Immortals looking good. Heavy presence towards long A. That's what Bolts is playing. Backside of Hay card. Are they going to flash it out? They will. He's got time to react. He's going to turn from it. They're going to peek. One goes down, and Henny's there to bail out for the other, but they're pushing up towards the danger stairs. The wall bang comes out. 54 HP remains for Finesse, but they're going to continue to push behind this. Bolts right around the corner. Dunk nade. Going to go down into the bottom side of drop. Going to do a little bit more splash damage onto Finesse. That's going to take him down to 46. Ethan late on the draw. He's coming around from the backside of long A. They've already fallen back towards that A bomb site, so not a lot that they're going to be able to do behind this. Henny poised from the bottom side of mid. Misses the shot, does readjust, but a little bit too early, and Henny's going to get the follow-up peek on the Finesse. So it is going to go 5-on-2, 3-player advantage for the Brazilians. Smoke down towards the bottom side of mid. Is Ethan going to push through that? He might. Henny at the top side on 32 HP, but definitely has the higher ground here and should be able to rattle off a couple more shots, but he's going to go back around towards the heaven side, jump out back APC, and get himself a nice little cheeky angle on the back side of the bomb site. They are starting to creep up, but he's watching for the heads to poke out as they push towards the doors. Not going to get a target just yet. Still possible, though. They're making their way up. They've actually infiltrated the back lines. They can make their way through connector. Nobody is watching this right now for the CT side. Lucas and FNX both focused on that drop room. So this is a dangerous play now. Double AK setup. They're going to walk all the way in. 10 seconds. This is a good play from Ethan. Spots one, gets him on the fadeaway. Bomb gets planted, so they swing things back a little bit more favorably for CLG. Well read on the situation. FNX, though, comes in, swings on Rick A, takes him down. And now it's down to Ethan to clutch it 1 versus 4. He will go down to the hands of Bolts, but not for the sake of trying. The bomb plant comes out. CLG not able to pick up that round. It will go 5-1 for Immortals, but ultimately that does put a little extra money in their bank. 3-round money bonus starting to stack up. They can upgrade some pistols into this one, buy up some body armor, and be good for the next gun round. But Immortals looking like they're going to go up 6-1 if all goes according to plan. 11-0-1 for Henny right now. Like I said, Cobblestone is this man's playground. Doing some good work here on the CT side. 1 round under a 2 frag per round ratio. So keep that in mind as well. Fast play towards the bottom side of middle here for CLG. They're going to push on behind this. FNX doubling down, finds 2, Rick A and Kusta, but in the meantime, Bolts will fall. AK salvaged. Ethan able to find that headshot. Incendiary toward the bottom side of mid, but Ethan doing some work into this round again. Able to find 2 more kills. FNS, he's caught out way out in front, but he does manage to capitalize on Lucas before Steele can get the trade. It's down to a 2 versus 2. Henny with the AWP, trying to rotate back in towards that A bomb site. Ethan and Cutler, your last 2 standing for the CLG side. Big flank coming in from Steele, though. He's trying to get around the backside of that A hallway. And layeth the backstabbeth upon them. He's going to keep on walking out. Able to find 1. No trade possible on Cutler. Well, he's able to find the shot, so it's going to come down to the 1v1 we had in the pistol round, except this time the HP value is not favoring Cutler. Does take the peek, does do some damage, but Henny's going to be too fast for that one, and we'll take him down with the up. It goes 6-1. So on a minimal investment, CLG able to get in and get a bomb plant. That's going to bolster their buy into this next round. They should be able to, they'll have plenty of money to get an op into the hands of Kusta, see if he can do any damage with it. But the big story right now is Rick A, who had a tremendous series yesterday against Renegades. Really slow to start. Didn't do too much into that opening map. Not doing too much right now. He is sitting at a 0-2-7 scoreline. Not 007. They're going to put an op into his hands. A little confidence building, perhaps. That's one of the things I always tell my friends. If you're not feeling confident with your rifles, man, just pick up an AWP. Try to get some of those feel-good, easy picks with it. Try and capitalize and see what you can do. They usually end up whiffing and dying and G-quitting, but what are you going to do? 5 players getting ready to push out aggressively towards this B bomb site, but Cutler gives his place away by taking a little fire damage there in the backside of that incendiary. Another one goes in towards the drop room, but they're already trying to push out. They're going 1 at a time. Now Ethan able to find 1 and Kusta onto 2. They swing things back into their favor. Now, what can they do behind this? Incendiary goes out, flashbang in return. Lucas on the backside of the smoke towards the fountain side. Statue, I should say, and there it is. Rick A going to be able to find the op right now. It's 1 versus 3 for Henny. Kusta is very, very low. Now he's got himself out in front, but Kusta lands the headshot. 3 kills for him, and CLG going to double on their round score. It goes 6-2, still in favor of Immortals. But a good round there for CLG, to say the least. And actually, a double up setup now for CLG, so this is curious. Three AKs, 2 ops, 2 mag 7s, an op, an M4, and a deagle for the CT set. So their money is kind of in tatters right now. They're going to put the biggest buy forward that they can on the Brazilian side and see what they can do. Well, that's not the start that they were looking for. Henny aggressive posturing towards long A gets clipped by Ricky. That's going to be a good start to the round here for CLG, taking a big player off the board. Lucas and Bolts to try to defend over here towards A. Bolts is on the lone rifle. And now Lucas. There's really no opportunity for recovery on that AWP. Finesse coming around through mid doors is going to find Bolts. And that really cracks open this A bomb site. Now Lucas, if he bides his time and does it well towards long A, might be able to get a couple of kills coming in. He's going to let him pass. This is the right play. He can get up here while they're trying to plant. Pop out from the backside of Stables. Drops one. Not able to get the bomb planter down in time, but he is going to find a third. And Lucas making plays right now. Swings things back into manageable territory. However, Kusta on the off, trying to do what he can. FNX, though, answers the call. Ricky with the AWP. It's down to a 1 versus 1. Ricky trying to get the angles here. I just realized this many rounds in that we didn't have any health or anything at the bottom of the scoreboard, but Ricky is going to be able to find a third kill. Nobody told me anything about that. You guys are slow tonight. I forgot to put that down. I heard the gun go clickety-clack there for a second and realized that he was low on bullets in the AK, so I apologize for not having health and ammo at the bottom of the screen, but nobody mentioned anything at the beginning of this map. So now into a save round and an opportunity on the board for CLG. Where are they going to go? It looks like they're going to go towards this B-bomb site. Can they make it happen? Question marks are upon us. Someone said it a while ago. Sorry, I'm intermittently watching chat every once in a while. Good push out. Hobbit hole player down. FNX. Going to go down to FNS. Eagle flank from Lucas. Able to find one. Kusta's going to swing on him this time. No 3K for you, good sir. We're down to Bolts and Henny. CZ and P250. Likely not a lot that they're going to be able to do here. Blame you for my mistake. That is fair. That is a fair assessment. You got me on that one. You got me there, my friend. Toes spotted Bolts. Taking that peek out. He is going to get tagged up. Not taken down, but now his position is compromised. Finesse should make short work of him. Double take there. We'll find him. Sloppy spray, but it gets the job done. 3 kills for Finesse on the round, and Henny gets dropped. So 6-4, starting to become a little bit more of a manageable half for CLG. We'll see what they can do. They're still in this double up setup. Not the most ideal buy for the CT side. FNX is going to go on to the FAMAS. Would have liked to actually see him go on to a UMP here. Still not sure why people decide to do that, but we'll see how things go. Facing over towards this B bomb site for the time being. Immortals. Minor setback there. A couple of rounds to the name of CLG. See if they can reply. One player down in the drop room, that's Lucas, and again, Finesse. It's a little sloppy, but he finds the headshot anyway. Nice peek from Kusta, backside E-Box is going to be able to take down Steel, so the man advantage, heavy-handed, into their favor until Henny, peeking out, just casually finds the shots. Trying to throw a little bit of spam through as well. Kusta's going to have to switch up his position. He doesn't want to get caught out. An X, that's not going to work. Ricky on the other op is going to be able to find Henny, so now it's all going to be down to Bolts 1 versus 4. Long flank from Finesse. He is very, very low, but Bolts trying to fall back and save this one's going to get backstabbed. What? Like, what am I supposed to say about that? I don't... That was a freebie. Probably could have just jumped around the corner and knifed him, but, yeah. Not sure what he was doing there. I'll throw a tweet his way and see what that was. Kitchen sink buy for Immortals. Good flashbang comes out. Bolts with the AK, able to find 1 and 2. So the damage being done here, and now it's FNX to try to step up. Steel trying to do what he can, but it's Ethan with the double spray down of his own. Now it's Lucas on the deagle, and again, he finds 2 headshots with it. Brings things back into a favorable play, but it's going to get traded back out. Now Rick A getting flanked from long A. Henny comes around the corner, going to give up his position, comes back around towards the drop side of things. He's going to try to make a play on this one. 1 minute and 10 seconds again to play with. Bomb planted right next to the rectangle area, but Henny coming back around towards long, gonna spot him out, does good damage. Make 7 comes out to play, but Rick A hits the headshot, and CLG are gonna equalize. We're down to 6-6 now. So CLG with a 5-round run, things looking pretty good. Thirteenth round now coming at you guys. They went for a little bit of a buy into the last round. They're going to go for a bigger buy into this one. They've got a UMP and 3 M4s to work with. Makes 7 on Henny. See if there's anything he's going to be able to do with that this time around. It's Ethan though to open up, taking one of the the SMG off the board, but it's Steel trying to do the best he can from his position. Lucas swinging around. Going to be able to find one. FNS trying to get the trade onto Steel. He will do so, but Lucas is there for the positive trade to keep things in the numbers game in favor of Immortals. It is going to go 3-on-2 until Kusta comes out from drop and makes it 2-on-2. And remember, Henny on that Mag 7, not a lot he's going to be able to do. Okay, on the up, easy shot. Like I said, those feel-good moments. Leaving it on Henny. Gets an M4 to work with. He's going to be able to play with a rifle this time around, but Kusta's been able to hear him. Flashbangs go out. Not going to be able to find the right angle. Now Kusta, there's the easy backstab. And CLG bringing things back a little bit here. But Immortals on 6 rounds, that's a pretty solid CT side half, and we know how aggressive they play on their terrorist side half, especially when Henny is feeling it with the AWP. Now, he hasn't had an op in a number of rounds here, and they continue to force buy into these rounds. So Immortals feeling confident on 6 rounds, it seems. Very close back and forth game that it's been, but 6 rounds in a row for CLG. They pull a round advantage thus far. Two CCs, 2 umps, and a Mag 7 to play with here for the Immortals side. Watching the flank finesse. Doesn't want to get pushed on too aggressively here from the Immortals side. Resmoke in towards the drop room. Heavy presence on A from Immortals this time around, but it seems that CLG, these past few rounds, have definitely been favoring over towards that B bomb site, so we'll see. Steel's in a good position. Flashbang's going to go out towards long. He might even jump up and try to hunt behind this. No, he's not. Flashbang's out. Nobody's checking the corner. Fully flashed, but he's still alive, and nobody's checked him yet. Still nobody's checked him yet. Should be able to get an easy kill here. Nope. Rick A. Going to no-scope him. So it's all for naught. I thought Steel was going to be able to make a play. They never checked the angle, and Rick A through the smoke finds bolts. It's down to Henny and FNX. FNX looking like he wants to save right now. Henny setting up for some exit kills possibly to put some extra cheddar in the bank. CLG playing this one close to the chest. FNX with an opportunity here for some exit money. Not able to get anything just yet. They're still on the prowl, and Henny in possibility of going down if they spot the gun barrel there around the corner. They're going to spot him, and Cutler will be able to finish him off. In the meantime, FNX does manage to take down Finesse. I was going to say he should be able to get the gun out of that, but Rick A was on the prowl, and will gun him down with the P250. It goes 8-6 for CLG. Biggest buy now for Immortals that they can muster. So opportunity for CLG to take a pretty solid lead into the second half. A pistol round victory going into that second half as well would mean that they would have a tremendous beginning to work with. 8-7 still possible here. Immortals trying to get the last round of the half in their favor. Still no AWP in the hands of Henny, and you can see how quiet he's been since then. He's been on 13 kills for the past 7 rounds. He was 11-1 at one point, remember that. Nade goes out. That's going to do some decent damage onto these players at long A. Flash goes out around the corner. Henny. Well, Ethan fully flashed, but he lays on the trigger, and he's going to be able to find one onto Henny. So, man advantage going the way of the terrorist side again to start things off. They played 3 over towards the A bomb site, but the bomb yet to push up aggressively behind that. So they get the pick. They slow things down, and rightfully so. And one person pointed out in chat that Ricky started off 0-2-7 at the beginning of this. He's gone on 11-1 run since then. Right up there with Ethan at the top fragging position. And Kusta as well. So a good recovery from him. Close quarters. Bomb down. Finesse goes early. Ricky's going to be able to get the trade. Cutler as well. Now the big flank play from Bolts. He's got to be able to mow him down, and he will be able to find 2. FNX is going to be able to find one more. It's down to Kusta in a 1 versus 2 with 20 seconds left on the clock. And Immortals looking like they've pulled this one back. FNX on site. Should be an easy angle for Kusta to lay into. Never mind. Phoenix is going to be able to peek that, and it will go 8-7 CLG. They hold a lead, albeit slim, going into the second half. What's the prize of this tournament? I believe it's $300,000 that they're playing for. I might be wrong on that. I can't remember how much the prize pool is. So Henny and Bolt's top fragging for their squad, but it's 11 kills for FNX. Lucas on 10, but remember, 5 of those kills came on the back of Deagle frags on saves. So into the rifle rounds, Lucas didn't really do too terribly much. Steal 8-3-12, but he is the IGL. Don't expect him to be the top fragger. He's not meant to be the star player. It's supposed to be Henny and FNX. Bolts. Lucas to entry, Lucas to support, Steal to support. So now we're going to see how things go. Fast aggression down through middle. It's a repeat of what we saw CLG do in the opening pistol round, but look at the way they're hunkered down behind these pillars. It is a blender. Turn it on, set it to puree, and you've got immortal juice. Not sure what the hell that smoke was, but it's not terribly effective. Henny, your last man standing, and this is the opportunity that CLG wanted to capitalize on. 4 kills for Kusta. He's going to be able to find 4 in the pistol round, bring things into CLG's favor even more so. So things on the up and up. The noob tube comes out. Ricky, where are you going to go with that big guy? The leaf blower, the elephant trunk on a stick. Drop room, the order of the day. Yes, indeedy. Oh man, I hope he mows down some Brazilians this round with that noob tube. Not going to get an opportunity early on here. We'll see if he gets to capitalize. But for now, we're facing towards long B. They haven't committed just yet. A couple of them are going up here. Ooh, come on, baby. Give it to me. Come on, give it to me. I'm just going to stay on here. Just going to stay on Ricky the entire time until he melts some domes. Come on. Oh, he's looking for it. There's 2 up there. 3 up there, actually. There's 1. Ah, that was so anticlimactic. Jesus Christ, that sucked. I should have switched long ago. FNX is somehow snuck out long A. Snuck out long A. He's able to find the frag there onto Cutler as well, so things heavily into the favor of the Immortals side. Went out in front of the door, and Phoenix, FNX, going to be able to take him down as well. So it's all down to Ethan. Might be able to spot one crossing. Gets dinked up through the wall, but it doesn't matter. He dropped the bomb carrier, but it is still a 3-on-1. Flashbang out. Not able to land the shots. He is getting backstabbed right now. Let's spin around in time. We'll find the headshot on Bolts. Not exactly sure what he's doing playing around the door like that. Trying to get Henny to spam all of his bullets out, but with that being said, Immortals answer the call immediately. They get the forced buy victory, and it is going to go 9-8. Still in favor of CLG, but they only carry that one round advantage. And now we see a Nova for Rick A. Okie dokie. Best push towards long B. Going to drop a nade out around the corner. That's going to wreck Ethan's HP. Pull down to 56. It's 44 damage taken early on. Another deep nade goes out and around the corner. That's for the B stairs. Another tag goes out, though. Ethan down to 30. He's got to play this one towards the chest. He's down to 4 now. Any more picks you want to take there, young Ethan? Drop room being controlled here from the Immortals side. Nobody really watching that from the CT aspect. They are going to get down and in. So it is going to be a 2-2 split. Push comes around. Cutler trying to make a play. He's going to go down, and now it's Ethan's turn to fall. Kusta's turn to fall. A lot of spam coming in towards the doors. Even that Glock trying to do a little bit of work. Steel close up. Going to fall to Kusta. Kusta doing good damage there on the bolts as well, so finding the damage in reply, but they haven't been able to capitalize and equalize on the player count just yet. Rick A wanting no part of this. He's still over towards long A. They haven't planted the bomb, so there was no reason for him to rotate just yet. Ethan is trash? Oh, I don't think so, sir. I do not think so. You don't talk about my boy Ethan like that. You do not talk about my boy Ethan like that. I will body you. Rick A hanging on to the Nova. I guess he wants to save it for the next round because they know that it's going to be a safe situation. So the implications of that Nova into the next round going to be interesting. He's going to get tagged up a little bit here at the end of the round. That's probably not going to work. So it is going to go 9-9. 18 rounds have played out. The Immortals trying to get a firm grasp on this terrorist side. They got the forced buy against CLG going into that second round. After dropping pistol, now they're going to be able to start to matriculate and pick up some money. $100 on steel. He was one of the only casualties into that last round, so I can have a lot to work with. Gonna play a little peekaboo with steel here. Okay. When do you pounce? Looks like... well, not able to get that Nova shot off. It was close. In the meantime, though, FNX is going to be able to deal with Cutler, and we are going to see the man advantage once again swung into the Immortals' favor. They've got to be careful over here towards drop room. Steel's going to capitalize on 1 and 2. Cracked into this B-bomb site. Finesse trying to do what he can from the backside of Statue. It's not going to be enough. And FNX over towards long A. Pardon me, FNX. I think it was actually down on the bottom side of middle. I might be mistaken there, but he is able to finish off one more. Oh, pardon me. He was actually really forward over towards the top side of mid, where he found that last kill. So the 5M4 setup comes out from CLG. No AWPs on board for either side just yet. If Immortals drop this round and CLG tie it back up, the reinvestment is going to be on the board for the Immortals side. They've got plenty of money stacked up, so they don't want to invest too heavily into this round. They've got 2 AKs, 2 M4s, and a UMP to work with. Incendiary goes a little bit wider than necessary. Just barely clips the corner of that wall. But now we will see them posturing. 2 players up towards long A, 3 players outside of drop. How do they handle this? The boost comes in towards tree. Finesse is going to be up at the top side there, looking to rain some hot lead down from the heavens. Will he have an opportunity? Nobody really playing on drop room right now either. Ethan is kind of over here, but he's playing a very passive angle to say the least. So he'll be able to get the information when they drop down, but not going to be able to get too much information or hold that area. So they should be able to get down into drop for basically free. Not going to be too big of a deal. They actually smoke off Long A once again. Finesse leaves his position at the tree side. Now that is a very powerful position to be in, and I'm surprised that he's gotten down from there. Now sure, you can get smoked, flashed, mollied out of that position as well. And now look at the timing on this. Oh, the timing is just so brutal. Henny's going to be able to find Finesse on back platform. Nice bait and switch by Ethan to pull him into Rick A's crosshair, but they're not expecting another player to come around, and FNX does take a little while for him to be able to get that spray down. He's going to get taken out by Kusta, so we are going to go into a 2-on-2. 15 seconds left. Bomb will get planted at B. Do they opt to go for the reverse boost? They don't have any kits, so this is risky. That's going to waste a lot of time. Yeah, it looks like they shy away from that. So you've got Kusta and Cutler to retake against Bolts and Steel. Unspotted, but it doesn't matter. Kusta's going to go down. Steel manages to find that. Steel's going to peek back out, finds the second one. And Immortals are going to go up 11-9 now. So things looking good on the T side. They've got it rolling. And I honestly wouldn't be surprised if going into the next gun round we see CLG take a pause. They don't want to let this start to spiral out of control. They want to make sure that they keep things on an even keel, keep things communicated, and keep things rolling. But as it is, Immortals, 2-round lead. They're starting to stack up the money as well. You can see, I mean, they did have some investments to worry about, but they've got pretty much every player up over 6,000 with the exception of 2. So that doesn't really mean pretty much every player. Those nades doing a ton of damage to Ethan. He wanted to get aggressive towards Broken Wall, but he's not able to jump up as the nades are going to pretty much stop him in place. Let's get boosted up, so they're going to be looking for Kusta. One more, why not? Bolt's going ham towards that B platform, able to find 3. FNX watching that flank play. He's going to find Rick A. And that's going to leave it all on Cutler, 1 versus 5. Not a lot he's going to be able to do. He is trying to push down towards the bottom side of mid, but FNX is still here, still watching it. Might even spot him here in mid. Will do, and we'll find the spray. It goes 12-9. Are we going to see a pause out of CLG? That's the question. They haven't called one yet. They didn't call. Did they call one on Mirage? I can't remember. Did they call a pause on Mirage? I think they did. I think they did. When they were on CT side and they were getting beat to hell, I believe they called a pause. But Immortals capitalizing early and often in this map. It's going to be Kusta on the op, Rick A on the op, so they go back to the double op setup. No pause at all on the first map? Okay. That's foolish, to say the least. Kusta back B platform, trying to get on the one way of that smoke. Rick A, AWP close range on long A. So they've got him on opposite sides of the map. That nade's going to do a little bit of damage. Peek out, slow to the reaction. And Rick A is not going to be able to find that shot. Now he falls back, and they're going to be playing a little bait and switch. Cutler's over here to try and support, but he's going to get himself out of dodge as well. They're going to fall back and try to fortify the A-bomb site. So this is the right call. Lucas walking out in front of FNX. He's going to take a spam to the back of the dome, down to 64, but it's going to be okay. Smoke's getting winged out over towards that A-bomb site. We'll see how things pan out. Pop flash to mid. I like how that doesn't even hit the ground. Finesse, long spray. Going to be able to find 1 and decent damage on a second. And now caught with nades out. Long spray from Cutler, and he finds 2. So the man advantage goes the way of the CT side. They've got fortification on the backside of that bomb site. They've also moved a secondary player in, but Steel forward to the smoke finds Ethan. It's down to this double up setup. Kusta trying to get around through the murder hole. And they've still got Rick A on the site. There it is. Rick A is going to show his hand. Kusta trying to pop a shot, but it's down to FNX. If you ever wanted a player alive in this situation, surely it's going to be the legend of Brazilian Counter-Strike. Fakes out the plant. Pulls on up. Kusta forward to the site. They're right above each other. Oh boy. Kusta playing this one well. Nicely done from him. FNX never spotted down below, so he passes undetected, able to find that 1 versus 1 and keep CLG's dreams and hopes alive, but their money is in tatters on the CT side. The reinvestment from the T side of Immortals is going to be fruitful, and Henny is going to go on the op. Couldn't see him because of the gun barrel positioning. I don't know if he plays with left or right-handed gun models, but if he played with right-handed gun models, he wasn't going to be able to see his head regardless because the rifle was in the way. So this is a struggle buy from CLG, but they need to string rounds together if they want to start capitalizing. Good nade goes over the drop wall. That's going to net some damage onto Henny. Or pardon me, onto FNX down to 77. Henny's on 92, but he has the AWP, and they're going to be going for this B execution. They call 3, 2, 1. The smokes go out. FNX, though, onto Ethan in the drop zone, is going to be able to net the first kill on the board. Okay, though, from the Hobbit hole, going to be able to find one and done, and FNX was able to find two in the meantime by drop. Good position here from Lucas. He's going to spray them both down. This is the reset that CLG did not want. Look at their money. 1,400 on Finesse, 1,450 on Ethan, and 1,500 on Kusta. This is forced by situation right here because they're in double eco territory. Yeah, they're going to force into this one. So, Immortals, opportunity for a 14th round to come out. And they're going to have a very superior firepower advantage going into this one. Henny on the AWP, 4 AKs for the rest of the team. Deep smoke towards mid. Going to allow a little bit of wiggle room down there, but FNX going to be watching for that push again. He's been over here a number of times. Kusta in drop. Ethan playing from the backside of Statue and FNX close broken wall. There's the long A push, and Rick A tagged down to 9 HP early on. Bolt's trying to get out. He's going to go down to Finesse. Nice shot onto Henny, so it's working for CLG thus far. Until Lucas comes in. Just to find one. They know that Ethan's on the backside of that site. Kusta trying to get out in front here. Going to be able to find one with the CZ75. Now they've got to worry about Lucas, who has pushed out. And Lucas has got to go to work here. FNX trying to come in to support his comrade, but we are down to a 2 versus 4, heavily favoring the CT side. 2 players very, very low on the CT side. But Rick A hits the 1D. 2 for Lucas, not able to get a third, and CLG, they steal the round back. Able to pick up an AWP as well and salvage an AK, so CLG down but not out. The force buy pays off, but again, the money situation that they have is not good. Money yet to dry up for the Immortals side. Henny's going to go onto the AK. He's been quiet ever since starting off this match 11-1. Remember that. He started 11-1. He's 16-13 right now. So he hasn't died as many times as the rest of his team, but he also hasn't been getting very many kills in the last couple of rounds. It's been mostly FNX. Really stepping up. 22 kills, 18 deaths for him. Aggressive behind this. Kusta's ready for it. Gonna look to continue to push up at that alt close range. They've got support and a rifle right behind him as well on Cutler. They haven't committed just yet to this long A push, and now Kusta gonna continue to try to be aggressive over here towards long A and get a second frag, but that's not gonna be the case just yet. Cutler finding himself in this forward position. This is a good spot if they go for the peak steal. Right around the corner. That flashbang is on point. Do they spot him? They do, but he manages to get one in the meantime. Henny on the AK trying to get it done, but Cutler's going to re-peek and find the frag anyway. So it's down to a 2 versus 5. This might actually be a save call here from the terrorist side, but in the meantime, Bolt's got himself out through drop. Finesse is going to find the kill, and it's all down to FNX 1 versus 5. This would be the clutch of the century if he could get it done. Well, except for, what was it, Vinny? Vinny from the other Brazilian team, that 1 HP 1 versus 5 pistol clutch the other day? Yeah, that was probably the greatest clutch Counter-Strike's ever seen. Not able to get anything out of the round, and Immortals, they've spent a lot out of their bank accounts. Still 10,000 on Bolt, so he can drop a couple of rifles. FNX can invest, so can steal, but we'll see how it plays out. FNX is going to buy up an AK. 1 dropped, 2 dropped, and the third one purchased, so this is as big of a buy as they can muster on the terrorist side. The utility's going to be lacking. They've got full nades on 2 players. Decent nade count on Lucas, but no nades on Steel, only a flash on FNX. Kusta watching long A with the AWP. He's not going to get any pressure just yet. They're going to take drop room control. They've got full control of it if they so desire. They could lurk a player down. That's exactly what they're going to do. Going to send 2. Now my question is, do they opt to go for the B-bomb side, or do they fall all the way back and try to drop split towards that? The answer is B. 1 kill on the board for Ethan, traded immediately by Lucas. We are going to see the 1-for-1 trade. Now Finesse, stuck on site. Rick not able to do much. Finesse going to go down, and this is looking really good. Now the Immortal side able to reel this one right back in. Kusta on the AWP, looking to save. Not a lot he's going to be able to do. Shying away towards the heaven side. FNX already on the prowl. He's going to be able to get front side. Spots him out. Going to lay him out as well. Should be able to salvage the AWP to go over towards Henny if they desire it, and they will pick it up, so let's see if that gets tossed over, which it will do. And we're going to go 14-12. So all in all, things looking on the up and up for the Immortals side. The money in shambles still for CLG. They haven't had an economy here on the CT side because they haven't really been able to string rounds together. Aside from that 3-round spurt over that 4-round period, they haven't really been able to do too terribly much. Remember, they even won the pistol round in this half, and it was an 8-7 halftime score. So 2 pistols and 3 M4s come to play for CLG. They are hanging tough, though. Close encounters on the broken wall, and Ethan's going to win that battle. Sends bolts to the graveyard. Lives on 14 HP, though, but the big thing is that he lives. Okay, nade out, caught. Poor timing to go for a pop flash, and now Steel trying to get out through the drop window. He's going to get backstabbed here from Cutler, and Finesse manages to find FNX. So things getting reeled back in by CLG. This could break the bank of the terrorist side. They don't have a lot of cheddar in their bank accounts. And Finesse, good angle, finds Henny. So it's all down to Lucas. See if he can make it happen 1 versus 4, but Cutler's got the superior angle. Has managed to find one. Can he get a second out of this round? Bombs dropped on B platform, so his position heavily compromised. Ethan, no need to peek from his position. That nade's going to be off the mark as well. Trying to walk on in. Finesse going to be the first port to call. Taps him down very, very low. Looking for the peek to come out. There's the flash. Good play from the teammate, and Ethan finishing him it off. That's going to be 2 kills on the round for Ethan. He's up to 19, 3, and 21. Kusta leading the charge with 21 frags, but it's 23 for FNX and 23 for Lucas on the server. This is going to be a desperation force buy from Immortals. They don't want to allow CLG to tie things back up 14-14, but this is really close. Whereas the first map went the way of Immortals, 16-6 on Mirage. This one, 14-13, we could go all the way. We could even see a third map. Pop flash down into drop. It's a very aggressive play here from the terrorist side of Immortals. Smoke goes out, but Kusta's going to be able to find the peak before that smoke blooms. So Lucas off the board, not able to be effective in that position. They've smoked off drop. They've smoked off broken wall. They've incendiaried back plat. And now we've got ourselves a stalemate. Immortals trying to go aggressive, trying to switch up the pace, but it gets punished by Kusta's AWP. So well played from CLG to hold things in contention. FNX an opportunity towards that drop window. Not favoring the peak just yet. Rick A on the other side. That'll shy him away for a moment. Does he fancy this duel? Rick A. Not keeping eyes on it. Oh, just barely far enough away that he's not going to be able to spot the head. And Kusta, again, switching up his position. He's going to be over towards the coops. Double deal, though. Henny almost able to get the aim onto the third one, and that's going to bring things back into a 2 versus 2. So Henny opening up the round for the Immortal side. He hasn't been effective on the rifles. He hasn't been effective on the AWP. But this time around, it's going to be the Deagle play, and it's Bolts to answer the call. Cutler goes down. Finesse is going to be your last man standing, able to find one, but it's Phoenix, FNX versus Finesse. And it will go to a 15-3 scoreline. K. Ota. You want another? Huh? You want another one of them Deagle headshots? I'm dishing them out. Nicely played from Henny. Those are his first 2 kills in like 9 rounds, so they're big ones. Big impact frags. So 15-13 map, match, and series point here in favor of the Immortals side. See this desperate buy from CLG. They've put all their cards on the table. Ricky going to get mollied out. He's down to 15, and he's dead. So the opening pick going the way of the Immortals side early on in this round as well. See if they can reply here for CLG, but it's Kusta on a Mag 7. He doesn't have his trusty scoped rifle. Pistols for the rest of them. Ethan going to shy away from long. Henny, again, remember, started off this matchup 11-1. And he's sitting on 18 kills, but it's going to be FNX to open up. It is traded evenly, though. It is going to be the man advantage, still maintained for the Immortals side. Bomb's going to get planted over here at B. They've salvaged an AK to work with, but they've still got Kusta on a Mag 7. And they're both going to go in towards the drop window side. Quick boost goes up. Kusta still failing at that. Actually, no. He didn't fail the jump. He jumped up there to get the AK. So I take that back. I apologize, Kusta and Kusta fans. The Kuster is in the house. Timing-wise, Henny not able to find that shot, but it's Bolts. He's going to finish things off. It goes 2-0 in favor of Immortals as they close out the series 16-13 on Cobblestone. Well played to them indeed. They're going to take the higher seed out of the North American Qualifiers. CLG still move in towards the LAN finals, but they are going to take a lower seed going into that. So once again, guys, while we've got a moment here as we've wrapped this up, I just wanted to take a little bit of time here. I'm going to throw the camera on for a second. Hey, boys. How y'all doing? It's good to see you. I just wanted to take a second to thank Starladder and also thank everybody that's in chat who's come out to spectate these matches with me casting for all of the support that you guys have given me throughout the series, throughout the qualifiers. I just wanted to say thank you from the bottom of my heart for everybody who's followed me, shown me support and everything like that. All the threads that we've gotten on Reddit and everything like that, from the goofy plays to the little quick quips and everything like that. Definitely appreciate everybody's support and love. So thank you guys again. Y'all have a fantastic evening. I will leave you guys with a song. I may even serenade you. Who knows? Who knows? But y'all have a wonderful night. Thank you so much.